Well, as promised, the 1983 Yamaha Maxim 650 is next in the group of bikes that we got here. We're trying to get all these guys put together and sell them just as fast as we can, get them out and get the new thing into the shed. So we've got to take a look at something because as you guys saw in the last video, this thing is really hard to push around. Either the front brakes are stuck or these nice drum brakes in the back are stuck. We'll see, we'll get to that later, but tonight the goal is just to see if we can get this thing to pop off. We bought this thing at the end of December, right around Christmas time, and it was very strange when we got there, it was already running, like you just wanted to show it off, which was a bit suspicious, but hey, it's running, and it was very little money, so yeah, sure, why not? We did end up turning it off. We rode it down this hill, and we had the trailer there already, so we just went right down the hill, right up. So either the brake issue has started since then, or it was disguised because of the coasting down the hill. Nonetheless, like I mentioned, we'll look at that later. I'm going to bring you guys a little bit closer and do a quick little walk around since this is the first introduction of this beautiful red Yamaha 650. Let's take a look. All in all, she is in a pretty good condition. It's missing the side cover here, but hey, it has a battery, and we'll be checking that in a minute. It's got carburetors. That's good to know. And it's dirty. We'll just say that. I mean, it's not rough. Tank is in excellent condition on the outside. I don't see any dings or dents or scrapes or scratches. I mean, it looks really nice. One thing I noticed, we'll turn the light on. She's got some seepage. That might be a problem. But I mean, it hasn't sat here very long, but it did sit where in the garage in its position for a long time, and it didn't leak anything. So that's good to know. Got like a little lock. I wonder what that does. It's a little bike lock maybe. This is where she starts going downhill. The front end, he's done just a little customizing. It's got clearly an aftermarket headlight, turn signals. Up here on the top, brake reservoir. Looks like it's got some decent fluid in it. Instrument cluster. Again, it's kind of neat, you know, working with these old bikes and seeing like how they change through time. This looks a bit worrisome on why we get into these wires. But I come down here, like we just had on the GL500, look, at least the choke action's working. It does go up and down, and it's in its right position. And you can see all the way across if we can get some cooperation. See that one way over there? It's even going up. So that's good news. Light back on. Whoa, we're dry on this side. So, you know, the bike leans that way on the kickstand. So maybe that's why we're getting leakage going out that way. Tires on this one don't look too bad. Not like they did in the GL500. That rear tire is just absolutely toast. Yeah, I would say it's just dirty. Let's see what we see. Let's take a look and see what we can find. See if we can get this thing to make a noise. That'd be exciting enough. All right, so I mentioned the tank was really nice on the outside. Let's look, see what it looks like on the inside. Oh, that looks amazing already. Holy cow. That thing looks brand new. Wow. It's got fuel in it. Let me take a whiff. Oh, it actually smells like gas. That never happens. You can just take a whiff of just take a whiff of this thing. And you'll know what I'm talking about. Hey, 1983. I mean, this is probably maybe got 15-year-old gas. Maybe that might have, I don't know, December gas. Who knows? It's pretty good. Very clean tank. So the first thing I'm going to try is just to see if we have any life in this battery. Right at 12.1. So, I mean, that's not horrible. It hasn't had too much draw off the winter. You know, I think we just go for it. I think let's just turn it over. Maybe we'll be surprised. We were surprised yesterday. Here we go. Actually, I know you guys can't see this, but I'm going to put this, it's on reserve. I'm going to put it on prime. And maybe we'll get lucky that way. And obviously we just saw it has fuel in it. All right. Well, like I thought, I mean, I didn't expect it just to go vroom right off the bat. I think we're gonna have to dive in. We'll get the seat pulled off. We'll see if we can't give it a little bit of, you know, and see if she'll take off on us that way. I think if we get it to fire, I think it will run. Like I said, I've seen it run. So let's do that. All right, pull this off. The one cover we do have. Put him over here. All right. Oh, God. I thought it was going to be another disaster. But no, that came off extremely easy. I didn't even have to try to figure out how it came off. That's cool. I got the old infamous toolkit. That's nice. We're getting close. There's a fuse box here. Bring you guys in. Okay, so here's what I was meaning about the fuse box being a bit goofy. Obviously the cover just pops right off, but we got, who knows what this is meant to be doing. Jumper wires. All the fuses we have look good. Who knows what's happening here though. Put that back on. And it's like it never happened. Okay. Screwdriver. On the floor is probably the best spot. Okay, we got an air box. With an air filter that just sits in there. Oh, look at that though. It's a uni. That's pretty good. Aftermarket job. It's not wet. Looks good. All right, let's get some spray and see what happens when we give it a couple squirts. Okay, we'll give it a little something to think about. Well, we got it smelling like starter fluid now, and we're just not getting anything to fire. So let's pull all the spark plug caps and we'll just get a good spark plug and see if we're getting spark. All right, so I pulled out. That's out of cylinder 4. This one is out of cylinder 3. I did look it up. These are Autolite 63s, which is a suitable replacement if you didn't want to go with the stock NGK DR8EAs. So we have the good spark plugs. We just need to make sure that they get spark, which they are not. As you see, we got the charger going. We're gonna let that charge a little bit. I'm gonna clean these a little bit with some carb clean and scratch them up with some sandpaper. Throw one back in and see if we can get some spark. See if we can get to go chugga chugga. Ran out of time last night, decided to call her quits. Wasn't getting anywhere, wasn't getting any spark. But the very strange thing was that I would get like a tiny glimpse of spark when I would release the starter button. So this is what we've done today so far. All right, so what I did was I got the old super cheap multimeter out, and I was kind of probing these. When I turn the key on, we're getting power through that. Took these guys out, sprayed some electric cleaner in there, little wire bristles, and now we get this. All right, so we get a little something, a little bit of breath of life. It's kind of neat to hear it run, but I don't know if you guys noticed, but right when it started was right when I released the starter. I was like giving up. I was like, nah, it's not gonna start. Release the starter button, and it fired. So there's still electrical gremlins. Those are always fun to sort out. But I think I'm gonna set you guys down. Let's try to start this again. The problem I was having at lunch today when I was kind of fiddling around, I know, sorry I didn't bring you guys along for that, but you just can't give me throttle. It would start, like right now, I don't know if it'll start right away. Nah. At lunch today, it would start right away, and it would run, you go blah, blah, and it would quit. Or if you could get it to run, you'd give it throttle and she'd puke out and die. So we need to figure that out. I don't know if you guys, it always starts when you let go of the starter button. Oh, take a little throttle. Come on. Something definitely weird. Tried to increase the choke. Maybe we'll go with hardly any choke. Well, we got some diving in to do. I think that's going to wrap it up for this one for now, but it made a noise. Yes! So it wasn't just a weird coincidence that it was running that day we went to go pick it up. We actually got it to start. So there's something weird with the starter switch. There's something weird with that TC box. And we've always had just a really, really tiny spark. Maybe I will leave you with that. We'll take off a spark plug. We'll see if the spark is getting better now that we've got those contacts cleaned. But for now, that's going to be it for me. Thanks for watching, guys. This is Mike with Ace Cafe Bikes. We go. Bonus time, yes! We were wrapping that video up and we just said, what the heck? And I hit it one more time, started right up like it has been on the release of the start switch, and then it just kind of went. I gave a little throttle, a little more throttle, a little more throttle, and she's like, oh yeah, I'm kind of liking this. And we got to rev a little bit. Now, with that being said, notice another issue, the tack doesn't work. Haven't really looked that deep into it, but I don't think there's actually a tack cable. So we'll dive into that. But for now, we're going to put air filter back in, and we'll see if we can't get this to run again. And then we've got this kind of flopping along. We'll put all that stuff back, and we'll see if we can't get to go again. And maybe she'll start and run for a little bit. We can run, let some gas get through it. I'm not opposed to taking these carbs off, but yeah, see if we can't do this. So, real quick, we'll wrap all this back up. see if we can clean that up ourselves. Watch when I put her in gear and roll her forward how much load is on that brake. But she's starting to get a little bit smoother. We can go forward and back without too much effort now. I think I'm going to take it up and drive. Just go a little bit farther. I'll be back. Well, this time for real, we're wrapping up. So I drove it down the road, got her up to third gear, got her going about 30. So at least through third gear she works. It sounds really good. It's running a lot better. The brakes are still super sticky. That's really nice. It's kind of like, you know, in like newer cars and you got that adaptive cruise, it's kind of like that. You let off the throttle, you're slowing down. This is real this time, guys. This is Mike with Ace Cafe Bikes. We go.